Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Houston going up tempo.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Find space on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Quick release by the QB. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a good omen if you're this offense, obviously. It's early in the game. You've got the lead, and the ball's bouncing their way. Really nice catch there, David, off the deflection.
A good early omen, for sure, for this offense. Like, when you're getting deflections and you're catching those, that's a good start to this ball.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Going right to work up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Touchdown! From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying play action. Looking left. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Trying to pound it in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Fired in from the red zone. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try the counter. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that. The Houston offense comes onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Houston going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today, they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Connection to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got it. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense...
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the score. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen,